Your production database just went down. The error logs are a wall of text, 20,000 lines across 6 different services. Your senior engineer is on call, but they're stuck. They can't hold all that context in their head, and manually tracing through logs will take hours. You need someone who can read everything at once, spot the pattern, and tell you exactly what failed and why. That's the problem Grok 4.5 was built to solve. On July 8, 2026, SpaceX AI launched Grok 4.5, a new large language model designed to handle complex, multi-step problems that require holding massive amounts of information in focus. Unlike older models that choke on long documents, Grok 4.5 can process up to 500,000 tokens in a single request. That's enough to ingest an entire codebase, a year of logs, or a legal contract without losing a single detail. And here's what makes it remarkable. It outperforms Claude Opus 4.8 and GPT-5.5 on engineering benchmarks while using 4.2 times fewer tokens to get there. Fewer tokens means faster responses and way lower costs. Grok 4.5 is priced at just $2 per million input tokens and $6 per million output tokens, making it one of the most efficient models on the market. What's an agent exactly? It's an AI system that doesn't just answer questions, it uses tools and APIs to actively solve problems. Grok 4.5 can read your codebase, understand what needs to change, call your compiler, run tests, and commit the fix, all without stopping to ask permission. That's not autocomplete. That's autonomous problem solving. For software engineers, this means Grok 4.5 can refactor entire services, run migrations, and review code at scale. For data scientists, it means orchestrating complex workflows, querying databases, running analysis, and visualizing results in one coherent session. For legal teams, it means processing massive document sets, contracts, depositions, regulatory filings, and extracting the facts that matter. And for customer service teams, it means an AI that can troubleshoot multi-step problems, checking logs, running diagnostics, and actually fixing issues. The 500,000 token context window is the key unlock here. Think of Grok 4.5 as a highly skilled engineer who can hold an entire blueprint in their head, call in specialists, tools and APIs, and execute a complex construction project from start to finish without forgetting a single detail. To put that in perspective, that's roughly 375,000 words, the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy in a single request. In production code, that means Grok 4.5 can ingest a monolith, understand its architecture, and refactor it intelligently because it never forgets what it read on page 1. When your first function calls a utility that appears on line 8000, Grok 4.5 sees the connection. On July 9, 2026, SpaceX AI made Grok 4.5 free to use for a limited time. Full access rolled out across Grok Build, Cursor, all subscription tiers, and Fellow Pro as a 7-day trial through July 16. That's not a demo version or a Lite tier, that's the full Grok 4.5 model, free. Cursor saw their usage double in that first week alone. But here's the reality check. The free Grok tier on X and Grok.com still runs lighter models with daily message caps. If you want Grok 4.5's full power on X, you're back to paid access. And if you're processing requests that exceed 200,000 tokens, pricing doubles, $4 per million input tokens and $12 per million output tokens. That's a long context fee, and it's a real cost to budget for. So when does Grok 4.5 make sense? If you're processing large documents, building agents that coordinate multiple tools, or running engineering tasks that need deep context retention, Grok 4.5 is a game changer. If you're answering quick customer questions or building a chatbot that handles one-shot queries, that complexity might be overkill. The Reasoning Levels feature lets you dial in the depth. Choose high reasoning for complex legal analysis, low reasoning for faster customer service. That's flexibility you adjust per task, not per model. Grok 4.5 was trained jointly by SpaceX AI and Cursor on trillions of tokens of real-world Cursor data, code, refactors, and engineering workflows. That specialized training shows up in the benchmarks, GDeepVal AV2, Tau Superscript 3 Banking, and Terminal Bench version 2.1 all show Grok 4.5 matching or exceeding Claude Opus 4.8 and GPT-5.5. Token efficiency is where it really shines. On SWE Bench Pro engineering tasks, Grok 4.5 uses 4.2 times fewer output tokens than Opus 4.8, meaning the same work, faster, cheaper. The free access window is ending. Cursor's usage spike plateaued around July 15, 2026. If you haven't tried Grok 4.5 yet, the trial access through Fellow Pro expires on July 16. After that, you're paying API rates or using Cursor's paid plans to access it. The model itself isn't going anywhere. SpaceX AI is committed to supporting it long-term. But the free trial is a real deadline. The shift from token counting to agent capabilities is a fundamental change in how AI gets deployed. Older models are text in, text out. They answer your question. Grok 4.5 is different. It's a system that can plan, act, observe, and iterate. It reads your code, it runs your tests, it calls your APIs. That's not an improvement on the old model, it's a new category of tool. Grok 4.5 thinks, what do I need to do? Then it does it. Then it checks the result. Then it corrects course if needed. If you're building systems that need to handle complex, multi-step problems at scale, Grok 4.5 is worth testing while the access is free. The window is closing fast. Want to stay ahead of AI tooling? Subscribe for the latest on agents, benchmarks, and free tier windows before they close.